我今天有一只乖乖的猫咪。
你有对准吗？
有。
它早上开始用嘴巴喂食，但是还要试试看水是不是干净的。你那个录影的不用打灯就这么亮？
是挺亮的，可是我是最主要是想要抓它在那边抓水，它怎么不抓了？
好，那要等一下。
你刚刚就抓的那么起劲，现在又不抓。
也是因为它后来就用
这颗又用喝的了。哇天哪，它真的不抓了，给它太多那个。
要抓2个。喝完茶结束了。
I'm not in the best of moods. I think it was because of listening to all the COVID news and stuff. It's kind of just sneaking up on us again now. But yeah, we're having like gathering on Sunday, and yeah, and people keep coming over to our house also, which honestly, if you just cut away the COVID part of things, it's all really nice, it's all really fun. But then when you add the COVID part in, all of a sudden I feel like, is this what we really should be doing? And then I think we should have a talk as a family about this. Yeah, and that's just what it has to be, I suppose. But yeah, and then Amy was saying like, well, she was saying like she doesn't really care about it anymore, and I was like, and that made me feel a bit weird. Oh well, we'll see. We should have a talk about it, and yeah. There's a lot of work now to be done still for the tournament. Good thing was yesterday we did the rehearsal, and Peter Pot and Tempest, they did a co-casting session together, just to try their synergy and stuff like that, and it worked really well. I thought they had great synergy, and I sent the recording to them so that they can look at themselves and improve upon it. I think they made me feel that it was something that I can't do better than them. So that's amazing, because that's exactly what we want in this kind of partnership, is them being able to do something that I don't think I can do as well as them. And then in terms of the sponsorship side, apparently there are a lot more things that I can do about that. So I just need to kind of, if I want this to fly, then I need to want it, and then just put in the effort to do the different kind of sponsorships and stuff. But I feel like right now I need another person on the team to take over the Premier League, because it's all set up now. It's just operations. So I need another person to just help me facilitate that. I was thinking of asking Chu if he'd like to come on board, but again, I need someone passionate enough about it that that they'll be willing to stay in it for a little bit of the longer haul, instead of just coming on and off, that kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see. It has to be kind of not as much of a volunteer, rather than or just give Peter Pot a little bit more sort of ownership over that, so that he could deal with it himself, or just do it a couple of times, see what they think, and we'll play by ear. Yesterday was good because I was able to catch the highlights and things like that, and then then I was able to show the highlight at the very end. I still need to create my set of overlays properly later. But since Peter Pot's Premier League, the Premier League is coming out first, so Peter Pot's gonna create his own overlay. That's fine. And I've given him the files of that I wanted to be shown, and so yeah, I still need to create him the introduction file, and then also the credit roll. Those two I need to create for him so that he has that. Yeah. Yep. Credit roll could be done in Streamlabs though, I think. So I might do that, because I saw a credit roll function that might be a good addition to, I think, lightweight and editable, and I don't have to render so many videos. That should be good. Yeah, we could do that. And then it's also quite humbling to talk to some of the players who have actually organized other tournaments before, and or been in other tournaments. Like, for example, yesterday Tempest was telling me about his tournament experiences, and it just seemed to me that, you know, they've had a lot on in their resume kind of idea, and they knew a lot of these players and a lot of the history and stuff, and then makes me feel pretty new to this community, which I am. And then they told me about, like, oh yeah, well, I don't know, maybe it's just because they talk about a lot of different words that sometimes makes me feel like I don't know a whole lot about it. But then maybe they're also just different words, and there's nothing too much to them. I don't know, but that's how it makes me feel, which is good in a sense that it's humbling, and and that it makes me think about what else I can do, or what else I can learn from the previous iterations of NA tournaments. So yeah, that part at least that part is good. The company that I was talking to about sponsorship came back to me. I kind of just spilled all the beans in terms of like what I hoped for and what I feel like we can do. Did kind of like a small pitch to them about what we can offer, that sort of thing. Well, I don't think I'm appearing too desperate, but it might appear that way. But anyway, they got back to me, and it wasn't a negative, it wasn't a positive. It was just kind of like, oh yeah, we'll pass this on up to the higher ups, which to me is not the best signal. To me, it feels like, yeah, they're just that, and I'm okay with that. I'm not sad about that, because if I'm looking at the reason I'm going so like high on the demands in terms of the partnership is because what they have to offer in terms of their technology stack that I would have to use, I don't know, I don't like it. It's just I don't know if it's a great fit for NA Glory. We need a bunch of customization, and and then they're not gonna be able to do that because we're just a small little game that's gonna be on their platform. So why would they work with us to customize their platform? You know, their audience that they cater to is not hardcore tournament organizers. Their target is for everybody to be able to do tournament organizing. But NA Glory right now has to be hardcore more, because right now LV doesn't have as much widespread publicity / support / player base. So it makes sense. It makes sense that, you know, perhaps their company and their visions are not necessarily fitting hand in hand with what LV has and what we need to do as a tournament organization for Unreal Valorant. So yeah. Research side, well, on Wednesday I did the volunteering thing. It was funny, I actually went in an hour late. And then it also made me realize that, even though I had great intentions about completing the volunteering, for volunteers and for participants alike, there's just times when you make those mistakes. So as an organizer, you gotta kind of be ready for that. And the good thing about the organizers is that they were able to carry it on because they had backup volunteers in place. And so I'm thinking like I need to have backup teams in place for for what I'm organizing as well. So yeah, I think that's important. I think what it could be in terms of the backup teams is that we can play with other teams in the pool, so I don't have to have 2 backup teams. Or I can have 2 backup teams, but they could be backup teams in the same pool, so that, I'll just be able to, I don't know how that works. We'll see. It could be exhibition games too. But then if it was exhibition games, I feel like it's kind of, it's kind of wasting things away. Although it depends, because if what we are advertising is that we have 9 weeks of festivities, 9 weeks of fun, then that wouldn't be good. But to be honest, I feel like not a whole lot of people care about the group stages necessarily. People usually care about the championships. Hardcore fans care about the group stages. They want to see their team. They want to follow their team. But otherwise, if it was like me watching GCS stuff, no, I just want to watch the championship teams. So if our group stage could be made as short as possible, that's fine. Yeah. One of the selling points is that every single game is broadcasted. That's for the competitor side. So yeah. Okay. So I have to think about more on that, like how to do the backups and stuff, and trying to learn from my own volunteering experience. I know during my own volunteering experience, I hated it when they had me do things. There are certain things that I know only I can do, but when I feel like the tournament organizer can do this, or when I feel like, the volunteering, the people asking for volunteers can do this and save us the hassle, then I would be like, I want you to do that and save me the hassle. Unless you're asking me directly for doing this, then okay. But no, I agree to do the other stuff, not this, that kind of feeling. In terms of research, we did find another system, but again, it's another 21,000. It matches what we need almost perfectly, and it can go up to more systems as well. But 21,000, that's the price. That's the price we gotta pay. So not a whole lot of difference between that and the camera vision system offered by Vicon. No, not Vicon. What was the other guy? OptiTrack. Yeah. Oh, I suppose I was trying to keep it all anonymous. Okay. I'll try to do that next time. This one is not too important to keep too anonymous. It doesn't too matter, I guess. Anyway, and then trying to learn about the controllers that I am going to try to implement. It's that one's tough. I need to get more work done on that. Starting to pile up with a lot of different work. Alright, I'm back. I guess today we will stop the vlog here. Alrighty. Let's make sure we're parked properly. A little bit more forward. Okay, that's it. Okay, bye-bye. Doesn't close. Alright. Uh-oh. There are now 2 cats in the house and they're fighting.